Alex had always dreamed of exploring the stars. Ever since he was a child, he would stare at the night sky and imagine worlds full of mysteries. Now, as a young explorer aboard the starship Orion, he was finally living that dream. The ship glided silently through space, and the console displayed a planet that had never been visited by humans before. Its surface was covered in strange, glimmering structures, and the atmosphere shimmered with soft colors that Alex had never seen. The planet was not on any human map. Its coordinates had been discovered only recently through ancient signals picked up by deep space telescopes. Scientists had debated its existence for years. Some said it was dangerous. Others said it was simply unreachable. But Alex had volunteered to investigate. There was something in the signals that called to him, a whisper of knowledge and adventure he could not resist. As the Orion descended, Alex watched the planet grow larger in the viewport. Towering spires rose from the ground like crystalline mountains. Light pulsed along their surfaces, moving in patterns that seemed like a language. The colors shifted from deep blue to bright gold, and then to a soft green. He felt a mix of fear and excitement. No human had ever set foot on this world, and the unknown stretched before him like an open book waiting to be read. When the ship touched down on a smooth, dark surface, Alex secured his helmet and stepped out. The air was breathable but carried a strange metallic scent. The ground beneath his boots felt solid, yet it hummed with energy. Alex could see faint ripples across the horizon, like waves in water, but the surface remained firm. He took a deep breath and stepped forward, feeling the thrill of discovery surge through him. He walked toward the largest structure, a towering building that seemed to rise higher than the clouds. Its walls were smooth and glowing, covered in strange symbols that pulsed with soft light. Alex ran his hand along the surface, feeling warmth, as if the building itself was alive. A shiver ran down his spine. He had never seen anything like this. The air seemed to vibrate, and a faint hum filled his ears. As he approached the entrance, he noticed the doors slowly parting. A voice echoed inside his mind, soft but clear. "Only you may enter, human." Alex froze. He had expected strange sights, maybe even strange creatures, but a voice that spoke directly to his mind was something beyond imagination. He looked around, half expecting to see someone hiding, but there was no one. The structure stood alone, on the vast surface, and the soft hum of energy seemed to grow louder, welcoming him. "Who are you?" Alex whispered aloud. His voice sounded small against the vast silence of the planet. The voice answered again, calm and strong. "I am the queen of this place. You have been chosen, human." Alex felt his heart beat faster. Chosen for what? He took a cautious step forward. The doors opened wider, revealing an interior filled with light that seemed to flow like water. The walls shimmered in colors that shifted and changed as he moved. He stepped inside and felt as if he had left the planet behind and entered a world made of energy and light. The floor was smooth, almost like glass, and it reflected the glowing walls. He could see his own reflection, but it flickered, showing different images of himself for a brief moment. Alex blinked and shook his head. Was this real or some kind of illusion? He forced himself to focus and took another step forward. A figure appeared at the far end of the hall. She was tall, taller than any human, with skin that glowed faintly. Her eyes were deep and bright, filled with wisdom and curiosity. Her hair flowed like liquid light, moving gently even though there was no breeze. Alex could feel her presence. Before he saw her fully, a force that commanded attention and respect. "You have entered because you are ready," the queen said. Her voice was no longer just in his mind. Now he could hear it with his ears, soft and melodic. "Many have tried to reach this place, but only one human can step beyond the threshold. That human is you." Alex's mouth went dry. "Why me?" I am just an explorer. I do not understand why I am special." The queen's gaze softened. "You carry the courage, curiosity, and heart that are needed. That is why the planet has chosen you. Here, your mind will see truths that humans have never known. But first, you must be willing to learn and face what you cannot yet imagine." Alex took another step. The floor beneath him hummed more strongly, and the lights in the walls shifted into patterns that seemed to respond to his movements. He could feel energy moving through the room, like the heartbeat of the building itself. He realized that this place was alive in ways humans had never understood. "You will not be harmed," the queen said, "but you must trust what you see and hear. The knowledge you seek is both a gift and a challenge. It is not given lightly." Alex nodded. He felt a mixture of fear and excitement, but the urge to explore and understand was stronger. He had always sought adventure, and now he stood at the very edge of the unknown. The queen extended her hand. "Come, walk with me, and you will see the first truths of our world. What you learn here may change not only your life, but the future of your entire species." Alex took a deep breath and stepped forward, placing his hand in hers. A warmth spread from her touch into his body, filling him with courage and a strange clarity. He knew that whatever lay ahead would test him in ways he had never imagined. As they moved deeper into the glowing halls, Alex looked back once at the entrance. The doors shimmered softly behind him, closing gently. There was no turning back now. He was inside a world that humans had never reached, guided by a being who seemed to see his very soul. Alex's heart raced with wonder. He could feel the pulse of the planet beneath his feet, the hum of energy in the air, and the eyes of the queen watching over him. He realized that this journey was only the beginning. Secrets awaited him, challenges would test him, and the knowledge of an entire alien civilization was now within his reach. With each step, the halls grew brighter, and Alex felt a sense of destiny unfolding. The planet was alive. The queen was watching, and he, a simple human, had been chosen to witness what no one else could. Alex knew one thing for certain. His life had changed forever. He had stepped inside, and the world outside would never seem the same again. The adventure had begun, and the future of humanity might now rest in his hands. Alex followed the queen deeper into the glowing halls. Every step revealed walls alive with light, shimmering in patterns that moved like flowing water. The colors shifted as he walked, changing from soft blue to bright gold, and sometimes a gentle green would ripple across the walls. The air felt warm and alive, filled with a quiet energy that seemed to hum in rhythm with his heartbeat. The queen walked gracefully, her steps silent, yet each movement seemed to guide the light around her. Alex tried to look at her face directly, but it was so radiant that it almost hurt his eyes. Her skin glowed softly, like moonlight reflecting on calm water. Her eyes were deep and bright, and Alex felt as though they could see into his thoughts. He realized that she was studying him as much as he was observing her. "You must be wondering why you were chosen," the queen said. Her voice was calm and musical, carrying a gentle authority. Alex nodded, trying to find words, but none came. The questions in his mind were too many. "I'm not sure why I am here," he said finally. "I am only an explorer. I have done nothing extraordinary." The queen turned her gaze fully on him. "Extraordinary is not what you think," she said. "You have courage, curiosity, and an open mind. These qualities are rare. Many humans are strong, but few are ready to face what lies beyond their world without fear or hesitation. That is why you were chosen." Alex took a deep breath. He wanted to understand more. "What lies beyond?" he asked. The queen smiled, faintly. "Knowledge," she said. the truths of the universe, the wisdom of my people, and the power to help your own species grow. But it will not come easily. You must be willing to learn and face challenges. There are tests, illusions, and dangers that may try your mind and spirit. They reached a large hall filled with glowing crystals. Each crystal floated a few feet above the ground, rotating slowly. Alex moved closer and saw that inside each crystal were images. Some showed humans building machines, creating art, or exploring space. Others showed humans in moments of courage, helping each other and discovering new ideas. Alex watched in amazement as the crystals displayed scenes of human history, some he had never known about. "These crystals show what your people have achieved," the Queen explained. "We have observed humanity for centuries. We have seen your strengths and your weaknesses. We have waited for someone who can carry our trust and understand the knowledge we offer." Alex felt a surge of pride mixed with nervousness. Humans had always believed they were small in the universe, and yet here was an entire civilization watching them, waiting for one to rise. "Why me?" he asked again. The Queen's gaze softened. "Because you carry a heart willing to learn, and a mind willing to question. Many humans would fear this place and turn away. You have taken the first step by entering without hesitation. That alone sets you apart." As they walked, the hall seemed to respond to Alex. The crystals rotated, faster, and soft light bathed his face. He reached out to touch one, and the image inside shifted. It now showed a human standing bravely in front of a dangerous situation, using only intelligence and courage to overcome it. Alex felt a connection to the figure. He realized it was a reflection of what he could become. The Queen stopped before a large doorway. Beyond it, the room glowed brighter than any Alex had seen so far. The walls pulsed like living tissue, and the air shimmered with energy. "This is the Hall of Knowledge," she said. "Here, you will see truths that have never been shared with humans. But first, you must promise to respect what you learn and use it wisely." Alex nodded, feeling a mix of excitement and responsibility. "I promise," he said, his voice firm. The Queen extended her hand, and he placed his hand in hers. A warm energy flowed from her touch, filling him with clarity and courage. He felt connected to something larger than himself, as if the universe had opened a door and invited him to step through. Inside the hall, floating tablets displayed information that seemed impossible. Advanced technology, energy systems, and knowledge of the stars filled the room. Alex could barely comprehend the designs, but he felt a thrill of discovery. Each tablet seemed to respond to his thoughts, showing him the information most relevant to him. He realized that the Queen had not only brought him here, but had chosen to teach him in a way humans could understand. "You see what your people can achieve," the Queen said, "but you must understand that knowledge without wisdom can be dangerous. It is not enough to see the technology. You must learn how to use it responsibly. Your curiosity will guide you, but your heart will protect you." Alex nodded again. He studied the tablets, absorbing what he could. He asked questions, and the Queen answered, her explanations clear and patient. He learned about energy sources that could power entire cities without harming the environment. He learned about medicine that could heal quickly and even prevent disease. He saw designs for ships that could travel faster than light, expanding human reach into the stars. "This is incredible," Alex said, awe in his voice. "I never imagined humans could one day understand such things." The Queen smiled. "Humans are capable of greatness. That is why we have waited. We have seen your species struggle and triumph. We have seen the courage and determination that others lack. That is why you were chosen, Alex. You are a symbol of what humanity can become." For a moment, Alex felt overwhelmed. The knowledge was so vast, so advanced, that he could hardly imagine taking it back to Earth. Yet he also felt a deep sense of purpose. This was not just an adventure. This was a chance to help his people, to show humanity what they could achieve. When courage, intelligence, and heart worked together. The Queen led him to a small platform at the center of the hall. Light rose from the floor, surrounding Alex. "You will now begin your journey of understanding," she said. "The first step is to see beyond what is visible and to trust in what you cannot yet comprehend. Only then will you be ready for the challenges that lie ahead." Alex felt the energy flow into him, filling his mind with visions of distant stars, strange worlds, and civilizations unlike any he had known. He saw possibilities for humanity that were both exciting and frightening. He realized that the journey had only begun, and that the knowledge of this world would require patience, courage, and wisdom. As the light subsided, Alex looked at the Queen. She stood calm and regal, her eyes filled with encouragement. "Are you ready?" she asked. Alex straightened, feeling determination rise within him. "Yes," he said. "I am ready." The Queen nodded. "Then your true journey begins. Now, follow me, and you will see the first of many truths that will shape not only your life, but the future of your people." Alex took a deep breath and stepped forward, ready to follow the Queen into a world of wonders he had never imagined. The adventure was far from over, and the story of his courage, curiosity, and human spirit had only just begun. Alex followed the Queen into a vast chamber unlike anything he had ever seen. The ceiling stretched high above, glowing with shifting patterns of light that looked like stars moving in a living galaxy. The walls were smooth and covered with symbols that pulsed softly, responding to his every movement. The floor beneath him seemed to float on a soft light, as if he was walking on air. "This is the Hall of Knowledge," the Queen said, her voice calm and powerful. "Here, you will see the history and achievements of your people as well as the lessons of my civilization. Everything here is connected to the universe, and everything teaches a truth. You must pay attention and learn, for knowledge without understanding is dangerous." Alex felt a shiver of awe. The room seemed alive, and every step he took was accompanied by the soft hum of energy. He could see floating crystal spheres above him, each containing glowing images. He reached out to one, and it changed immediately. Inside, he saw humans discovering fire for the first time, building the earliest tools, and learning to work together to survive. He had studied human history, but seeing it in this glowing, moving way made him feel part of something larger. "These are the moments that define your species," the Queen said. "Courage, curiosity, and the willingness to grow have always been your greatest strengths. It is these qualities that make you worthy of this place." Alex moved to another sphere, and this one displayed humans exploring the stars. Ships launched into space. Colonies were built on distant planets, and humans reached for knowledge beyond their home world. Alex's heart raced. He had dreamed of exploring the stars, and now he was seeing the journey of his people in ways he had never imagined. "You see what humans can achieve when they are united and determined," the Queen continued. "But there is more to learn. Knowledge is not only about what you can see or create. It is about understanding the connections between things, the balance of power, and the responsibility that comes with strength." Alex felt a strange mixture of pride and responsibility. Humans had achieved so much, but they had also caused harm to themselves and the planet they called home. He realized that the Queen was not only teaching him about technology or history, but about wisdom and choice. She led him to a different section of the hall. Here, the crystals showed humans helping each other in moments of danger. People rescued strangers, shared resources, and created communities in the harshest conditions. Alex saw images of humans protecting others during storms, fires, and other disasters. He noticed how courage and empathy often shaped the future of civilizations. "This is why you were chosen," the Queen said. "Your people are capable of both great destruction and great creation. Your courage, your heart, and your curiosity set you apart. You have the potential to guide humanity toward greatness, if you choose wisely." Alex's mind raced. He had always dreamed of adventure, but now he understood that his journey was about more than exploring distant worlds. It was about learning, understanding, and preparing to guide others. He realized that this knowledge carried a weight heavier than any he had ever imagined. They walked further, and the Queen stopped before a cluster of crystals that shone brighter than the rest. Alex stepped closer. Inside these crystals, he saw humans facing challenges that tested their strength and intelligence. One image showed a small group of humans stranded on a barren planet, yet they used their ingenuity to survive. Another showed humans negotiating peace between two conflicting groups, using patience and understanding rather than force. "These images show your resilience," the Queen said. "Humans are adaptable and inventive. You learn from mistakes, and you grow stronger with each challenge. These qualities are rare in the universe. Many civilizations are powerful, but few are flexible, brave, and compassionate all at once." Alex felt a deep sense of respect for his people. He had always known humans were capable of great things, but seeing it displayed here so clearly gave him pride. He also felt a renewed sense of responsibility. The knowledge he was gaining was not just for him. It could shape the future of his entire species. The Queen extended her hand toward another section of the hall. Floating screens appeared, showing advanced technology that humans had not yet invented. Ships capable of faster-than-light travel, machines that could generate clean energy, and devices that could heal injuries instantly filled the crystals. Alex's eyes widened. The possibilities were endless, and yet he felt a twinge of worry. Could humans handle such power responsibly? "You will learn how to use these tools wisely," the Queen said. "Knowledge alone is not enough. Wisdom and courage must guide every decision. That is why you must understand both the achievements and the mistakes of your people." Alex nodded, absorbing her words. He studied the crystals, taking in as much as he could. Each image seemed to teach a lesson, not just about technology or skill, but about morality, courage, and choice. He realized that the Queen was preparing him for more than exploration. She was preparing him to think, decide, and act for the good of his species. Suddenly, a light beam projected from the center of the hall. It formed a map of the galaxy, showing countless stars, planets, and civilizations. Alex could see connections between worlds, trade routes, and areas of conflict. He realized how vast the universe was and how small yet important humanity could be. "This is your place in the universe," the Queen said. "You are one of many, but you are also unique. Humans have qualities that no other species has in combination. That is why we trust you to learn, to grow, and to carry this knowledge forward." Alex felt both excitement and determination. The Hall of Knowledge had opened his eyes to the vast possibilities and responsibilities of being human. He understood that he was standing at the edge of something extraordinary. He could feel the potential within him and within his people, waiting to be realized. The Queen smiled at him. "You have seen only the beginning, Alex. There is more to learn and more challenges ahead. You must be ready to face what is unfamiliar and sometimes frightening. That is the path to understanding and greatness." Alex took a deep breath, feeling the energy of the hall and the wisdom of the Queen fill him. "I am ready," he said, firmly. "I will learn everything I can and do my best to honor this knowledge." The Queen nodded approvingly. "Good. Then we continue. There are lessons to teach, tests to face, and truths to uncover. Your courage and curiosity will guide you, and your heart will protect you. Alex felt a sense of purpose he had never known. He realized that the Hall of Knowledge was not just a room of information. It was a place that reflected the human spirit, showing both its power and its potential. He knew that what he learned here would shape not only his life, but the future of humanity. With the Queen leading him, Alex moved deeper into the Hall of Knowledge, ready to explore the mysteries of this alien civilization and discover the wisdom that could change the world. His adventure had grown larger than he had imagined, and the story of courage, curiosity, and human spirit was only beginning. Alex followed the Queen as the glowing halls shifted around them. The walls pulsed with light, guiding them deeper into the heart of the alien palace. Soon they reached a vast chamber unlike anything Alex had ever seen. The floor seemed to vanish into a glowing abyss, and floating platforms hovered in midair, leading toward a distant door. The air hummed with energy, and the lights reflected off the platforms, creating patterns that danced like fire. "This is the trial of courage," the Queen said, her voice calm but filled with authority. "To earn the trust of my people, and to gain access to our deepest knowledge, you must face your fears and prove your strength of mind and heart. Only then can you move forward." Alex stepped carefully onto the first platform. It felt solid, yet strange, as if it responded to his thoughts. He looked down and felt a shiver run through him. The glowing abyss beneath seemed endless, stretching far beyond his sight. He swallowed hard but reminded himself of why he was here. He was chosen for his courage and curiosity. He could not fail. "Do not fear what you see," the Queen said. "The trial is not designed to harm you. It is designed to test your will and your perception. You must trust in yourself." Alex nodded and took a step forward. The platform shifted slightly under his weight, but remained steady. He moved from one platform to another, each glowing differently. Some platforms were warm, others cold. Some seemed to tilt slightly, as if testing his balance. His heart pounded. But he focused on each step, keeping his mind clear and his movements steady. Suddenly, a shadow appeared on the platform ahead. It was a vision of a monstrous creature, larger than anything he had seen. Its eyes glowed red, and it roared with a sound that shook the chamber. Alex froze. He wanted to step back, but he remembered the Queen's words. This trial was not about physical danger, but about courage. He took a deep breath and stepped forward, focusing on the path and not on the illusion. The creature vanished as he reached the next platform. Alex's heart raced, but he felt stronger. He realized that the trial was showing him his fears, forcing him to face them and overcome them. The Queen watched silently, her eyes steady and calm, offering support, without interference. As Alex continued, more visions appeared. He saw himself failing his mission, falling into the abyss, and even seeing the people of Earth in danger. Each vision tested his determination, his intelligence, and his courage. He felt doubt creeping in, but he focused on the truth that the Queen had shown him. Courage was not the absence of fear. It was the decision to move forward despite it. After several minutes, Alex reached a platform that glowed brighter than the others. In the center, a holographic figure appeared. It was a human, standing before a massive disaster. The figure hesitated, unsure of what to do, representing the choices Alex might face in his life and for his people. Alex stepped closer. He realized that this vision was a reflection of his own potential. It was not meant to scare him, but to teach him how to act when faced with difficult decisions. He thought carefully and imagined solutions, imagining himself using intelligence, courage, and empathy to guide the figure. Slowly, the vision shifted. The disaster was prevented, and the human figure stood tall, confident, and calm. A soft light surrounded Alex. The platforms glowed warmly beneath his feet. He felt a surge of energy flow through him, and he realized that he had passed a part of the trial. The Queen nodded approvingly. "You have done well," she said, "but the trial is not over. The final test is to face the vision of your future. You must see beyond fear, beyond doubt, and understand the responsibilities that come with knowledge and courage." The chamber changed around him. The platforms became transparent, and the abyss seemed endless once more. At the center, a vision appeared. Earth. But unlike the planet he knew. Cities floated in the air, massive energy fields powered every home, and humans explored space freely. At the same time, Alex saw shadows of conflict, machines misused, and people divided. He realized that this vision showed both the potential and the dangers of humanity's future. Alex's heart raced. He wanted the bright future, but feared the dark one. He remembered the lessons he had learned so far: courage, curiosity, and the importance of wise choices. He focused on the bright future, imagining humans working together, learning from mistakes, and using knowledge responsibly. The dark visions slowly faded, replaced by light and clarity. "You see now," the Queen said, her voice calm and filled with wisdom, "that courage is not only facing fear, but guiding others toward what is right. You have the strength to act, to lead, and to inspire. That is why you were chosen." Alex felt a deep sense of accomplishment. He had faced illusions of fear, doubt, and danger, and he had succeeded by trusting himself and thinking carefully. The platforms beneath him solidified, forming a glowing path forward. He stepped confidently, moving toward the distant door at the end of the chamber. The Queen extended her hand. "Come," she said. "You are ready for the next stage. Your courage has been proven, and your mind is clear. What lies ahead will challenge you in new ways, but you now understand the strength that lies within you." Alex took her hand and felt warmth and energy flow through him. He knew that the trial had changed him. He was no longer just an explorer. He was someone chosen to witness and carry knowledge that could shape the future. As they moved through the final glowing platform, Alex looked down at the abyss one last time. He realized that fear was natural, but it could be overcome with focus, intelligence, and courage. He had faced visions that tested his mind and spirit, and he had emerged stronger. The distant door opened, revealing a hallway filled with even, brighter light. Alex could see new structures and rooms beyond, each glowing with energy and potential. The Queen led him forward. "You have passed the trial of courage," she said. "Now you will begin to understand the technology, wisdom, and knowledge that my people have preserved for centuries. This is only the beginning, Alex. Your journey of learning and discovery has truly begun." Alex felt a mix of excitement and determination. He understood that courage was not just about facing fear, but about guiding others, making wise decisions, and using knowledge responsibly. He was ready to face whatever lay ahead. As he followed the Queen into the next chamber, Alex knew that the adventure had grown larger than he had imagined. The trial of courage had tested him, but it had also shown him the true potential of humanity. He felt pride, purpose, and a deep connection to the universe, knowing that he had taken the first real steps toward greatness. The glowing halls stretched ahead, full of secrets, lessons, and challenges. Alex was ready. His courage had been proven, and his journey toward understanding and shaping the future of humanity had only just begun. Alex followed the Queen through a narrow corridor that opened into a chamber unlike any he had ever seen. The walls were smooth and metallic, reflecting soft lights that changed colors with every step. Floating panels displayed symbols that glimmered and moved, responding to their presence. The floor seemed to hum with energy, and Alex could feel it vibrating slightly under his feet. "This is the Chamber of Gifts," the Queen said, her voice calm and clear. "Here, You will see the tools and technologies that my people have developed over thousands of years. These are not toys, nor mere machines. They are instruments of knowledge, creation, and progress. You must study them carefully and understand their purpose before you may use them. Alex stepped forward, his eyes wide with awe. Devices floated gently in the air, glowing with energy. Some looked like machines that could fly across the stars, while others seemed to contain light and energy within small crystalline forms. He reached out, and a panel shifted, displaying diagrams that moved as if alive. The Queen watched him closely, allowing him to explore but guiding his understanding. These machines, she said, can transform energy in ways your people have not yet discovered. They can heal, create, and explore. But knowledge without wisdom can be dangerous. That is why you are here. You will learn not only how they work, but how they should be used responsibly. Alex moved to a hovering console that displayed glowing spheres connected by threads of light. Each sphere represented a planet, a star, or a civilization. As he touched one, it expanded, showing details of advanced structures, cities powered by clean energy, and people living in harmony with nature. He felt a surge of excitement. Humans could one day achieve similar greatness if they used knowledge wisely. "What are these devices for?" Alex asked, pointing to a small floating machine that glimmered with soft golden light. "They are tools of creation and protection," the Queen explained. "This one can store and distribute energy across entire cities. That one," she gestured to another, "can heal injuries and cure diseases by stimulating the body's natural processes. Each tool is designed to help a civilization grow and thrive, but only if used with care and wisdom." Alex nodded, feeling the weight of responsibility. He realized that the gift of technology was more than machines. It was an opportunity to guide humanity toward a better future. He carefully studied each device, imagining the possibilities. Cities free of pollution, humans exploring the stars safely, diseases healed before they spread. These were dreams now within reach. The Queen led him to a larger platform in the center of the chamber. On it rested a massive device, glowing with golden light. It pulsed rhythmically, almost like a heartbeat. "This is the core of knowledge," she said. "It contains the accumulated wisdom of my people. It can teach, guide, and advise. But it can also test those who seek to use it. Only a mind that is clear, courageous, and compassionate may fully understand it." Alex felt a mixture of awe and nervousness. He had studied advanced technology before, but nothing like this. The core seemed alive, its light reflecting not only the chamber but also something deep within him. He stepped closer and placed his hands near it. A warm energy flowed into him, filling his mind with visions of possibilities. He saw humans building amazing structures, traveling across galaxies and creating tools that could help millions. He also saw the dangers: power misused, greed, and division threatening progress. Alex realized that the core was showing him both the potential and the responsibility that came with knowledge. "You see both the promise and the risk," the Queen said. "This is why humans must learn carefully. Power without understanding can destroy what it seeks to improve. Courage alone is not enough. Wisdom and empathy must guide every decision." Alex studied the core, absorbing its lessons. He asked questions, and the Queen answered patiently, explaining how each device worked and how it could be used for good. He learned about energy sources that could replace harmful fuels, machines that could explore distant planets without risking lives, and tools that could heal injuries faster than humans had ever imagined. "This is incredible," Alex said. "If humans could use even a fraction of this knowledge responsibly, we could achieve so much. Diseases could end, energy could be clean and free, and exploration would be safe and abundant." "Yes," the Queen replied. "That is why you were chosen." You carry the qualities needed to understand, guide, and protect this knowledge. My people have waited for a human who could see beyond immediate gain and understand the larger purpose. Alex felt a deep sense of pride and responsibility. He realized that his journey was no longer about exploration alone. He was here to learn, to grow, and to prepare to guide humanity. He understood that this knowledge was a gift, but also a challenge. He would need courage, patience, and wisdom to use it correctly. The Queen guided him to a series of smaller platforms, each displaying different technologies. One showed transportation systems capable of instant movement between planets. Another displayed communication networks that could link entire galaxies. Alex's mind raced with possibilities. He could see the ways humans could improve their world, connect with new civilizations, and protect their planet. Take your time, the Queen said. Learn what you can, and let your curiosity guide you. Each discovery will teach you more than the technology itself. You will learn responsibility, patience, and the power of careful thought. That is the greatest gift of all. Alex spent hours exploring the chamber, studying the devices and asking questions. He felt as if time had no meaning in this place. Every moment was filled with learning, and every discovery sparked new ideas. The energy of the chamber seemed to respond to him, guiding him toward knowledge he was ready to understand. Finally, the Queen led him to a platform overlooking the entire chamber. "What you have learned here is only the beginning," she said. "The knowledge of my people is vast, and the journey of understanding never ends. You have the tools, the lessons, and the courage to continue. The future of humanity may depend on how you use them." Alex looked around, feeling the weight of the moment. He realized that he was not just an explorer. He was a bridge between humans and a civilization far more advanced than his own. He understood the responsibility he carried and the opportunities that lay ahead. "I will use this knowledge wisely," Alex said, his voice firm. "I will learn, guide, and protect. I will do my best to help humanity grow and thrive." The Queen smiled. "I believe you will, Alex. You have shown courage, curiosity, and a heart ready for understanding. The path ahead will challenge you, but you have taken the first real steps. Now, we prepare for what comes next. There are dangers in the universe, and not all will welcome your presence, but with knowledge, courage, and wisdom, you can overcome them." Alex nodded, feeling determination rise within him. He understood that the journey was far from over, but he was ready. The Chamber of Gifts had opened his eyes to what humans could achieve and the responsibility they carried. He knew that the future depended not only on discovery, but on courage, wisdom, and heart. As the Queen led him out of the chamber, Alex felt a surge of energy and purpose. He had received a gift unlike anything imaginable. It was not just technology, but understanding, responsibility, and the chance to help guide his people toward greatness. The adventure had grown larger than he had ever imagined, and the story of human courage and spirit was only beginning. Alex followed the Queen out of the Chamber of Gifts and into a wider hall filled with shimmering light. The walls glowed softly, and floating platforms led toward a distant observation deck. For a moment, Alex felt calm, thinking the greatest challenges had been trials of courage and learning. But the Queen's expression grew serious. "There is something you must see," she said. "Not all beings in the universe welcome knowledge or peace. Some thrive on conflict and seek to control what they cannot create. You must be prepared." Alex felt a shiver of unease, but he squared his shoulders. He had faced visions of fear and failure in the trial of courage. He had learned the responsibility of knowledge. Now, he realized, he would need to use both to face the unexpected. As they reached the observation deck, Alex saw the stars outside the glowing walls. Among them, a dark fleet approached the planet. Ships unlike anything he had seen before, black and sharp, moved in formation. The Queen's eyes narrowed. "These are the Zorath," she said. "They are a warrior species that conquers civilizations rather than learning from them. They sense knowledge and power, and they seek to take it by force. They have detected your presence and may attempt to interfere. Humanity is not yet ready to face them directly." Alex felt a surge of urgency. He had seen advanced technology and knowledge that could help his people. But now he realized that others would seek it for their own gain. He looked at the Queen. "What can we do?" he asked. "The first step is preparation," the Queen replied. "We will protect the planet, but you must learn to act with intelligence, strategy, and courage. This is part of your journey." Observation alone will teach you more than you realize. Alex studied the approaching fleet. The ships moved silently, their surfaces dark and angular, reflecting the distant starlight. He noticed patterns in their formation, rhythms in their movement, and weaknesses in their alignment. The Queen had shown him advanced knowledge and tools. Now he would need to apply them strategically. "You have learned about energy and technology," the Queen said. "Now see how they work in practice. This is a chance to understand application and responsibility. Watch carefully." The Queen directed a floating console to display simulations. Alex watched as energy shields, defense systems, and strategic formations appeared. He realized that knowledge alone was not enough. Understanding how to apply it in real situations was crucial. "Humans are capable of great problem-solving," the Queen continued. "Even in the face of danger, creativity and intelligence can turn the tide. Courage alone cannot protect you. Careful thought, observation, and decisive action are needed." Alex studied the simulations. He imagined how humans could respond if a fleet approached Earth. Using intelligence, strategy, and coordination, they could defend their world without unnecessary loss. He felt a spark of pride. Even if humans were young in the universe, they had the ability to learn quickly, adapt, and overcome challenges. Suddenly, the lights in the observation deck dimmed, and a holographic display appeared. The Zorath fleet projected their intentions. They sought to take control of knowledge and enslave civilizations. Their leader appeared, a towering figure with glowing red eyes and a voice that resonated through the chamber. "You are trespassers," the figure said. "Your knowledge belongs to us. Surrender or face destruction." Alex felt a chill but stood tall. He realized that fear alone would not help. He needed to understand, act wisely, and prepare for what might come. The Queen placed her hand on his shoulder. "Focus, Alex," she said. "You have learned tools, knowledge, and courage. Now apply them. Even humans, young as they are, can make a difference when guided by intelligence and heart." Alex nodded. He studied the holographic leader, noticing the patterns in the speech, the formation of the fleet, and the possible weaknesses. He realized that while the Zorath were strong, they underestimated humans. Their strength was raw power, not creativity, and they did not understand strategic thinking guided by compassion. The Queen handed him a small device that pulsed with energy. "This can shield key areas of the planet," she explained. "It is not a weapon. It is a tool of protection. Use it wisely. The knowledge you carry is more important than destroying them. Protect what must survive." Alex activated the device. Energy rippled across the surface of the planet, forming protective barriers around critical areas. The shields were strong but flexible, able to withstand attacks and adapt to changing conditions. Alex realized the importance of using knowledge to defend rather than to destroy. As the Zorath ships advanced, Alex guided energy flows using the lessons he had learned from the Chamber of Gifts. Shields strengthened in areas of vulnerability, and decoys created confusion among the enemy fleet. He watched patterns emerge, understanding how intelligence and strategy could overcome raw power. The Queen observed silently, allowing him to lead. Alex realized that this was the ultimate test of what he had learned. Courage, knowledge, and responsibility in action. He felt the weight of humanity's potential on his shoulders and embraced it. Hours passed as the fleet tested the planet's defenses. The Zorath tried to find weaknesses, but Alex anticipated each move, adjusting energy flows and reinforcing shields. The fleet finally slowed, unable to penetrate the defenses. They retreated, leaving the planet unharmed. Alex breathed deeply. He had faced the unexpected threat and succeeded, not through force alone, but through intelligence, courage, and careful application of knowledge. He felt a new level of confidence in himself and in humanity. The Queen turned to him, her expression filled with approval. "You have learned more today than in all previous lessons," she said. "Courage is not just facing fear. Knowledge is not just understanding technology. Wisdom is knowing how to use both to protect, guide, and inspire. You have taken your first steps toward true leadership." Alex felt a deep sense of accomplishment. He realized that the journey was far from over, but he had faced a challenge that tested his mind, heart, and spirit. He knew that humanity's potential was enormous, and he now understood how much responsibility came with knowledge and courage. The Queen led him back to the inner halls. "Rest now," she said. "Your lessons continue, but you must reflect on what you have learned today. The universe is vast, and threats will appear. Courage, intelligence, and heart will guide you, and humanity has the strength to rise." Alex looked out at the stars one last time before returning to the chamber. He felt pride, determination, and a new understanding of responsibility. The unexpected threat had tested him, but it had also shown the power of human spirit, creativity, and courage. He was ready for the next stage of his journey, knowing that he could face danger and protect the knowledge that could shape the future. Alex followed the Queen through a final corridor that led to a magnificent chamber at the heart of the palace. The walls shimmered with golden light, and floating symbols rotated slowly in the air, each representing knowledge, wisdom, or achievement. The room felt alive, as if the universe itself was present, observing and guiding. Alex could feel energy flowing through the air, filling him with clarity, focus, and a sense of purpose. "This is the Chamber of Understanding," the Queen said. "Here you will complete your journey. You have faced trials of courage, learned the gifts of knowledge, and even confronted threats. Now you will see how all these lessons connect. You will understand not only the power of humanity, but also its responsibility." Alex stepped forward, awe filling his heart. The chamber was more beautiful and vast than any place he had imagined. He could see entire star systems represented as glowing orbs, interconnected by lines of light that pulsed with life. The Queen guided him to the center, where a single crystal floated above a pedestal. Inside it, the light seemed to reflect not just the universe, but the potential of his people. "This crystal represents the future," the Queen said. "It shows what humans can achieve when courage, intelligence, and heart are combined. But it also shows the consequences of fear, greed, and neglect. You must learn to see both and understand how to guide your people toward the path of greatness." Alex gazed into the crystal. He saw Earth, shining brightly in the galaxy, with humans exploring space, building cities that floated above the ground, and creating energy sources that were clean and limitless. He also saw dark possibilities, humans divided, fighting over resources, misusing technology, and bringing harm to themselves and their planet. "I understand," Alex said quietly. "The choices we make determine the future. Knowledge alone is not enough. We need courage, responsibility, and compassion." The Queen smiled. "Exactly. You have learned this through every trial. You have seen the power of courage in the abyss the wisdom of knowledge in the chamber of gifts, and the strength of action in facing the Zorath. Now, you will receive the final gift, the ability to guide humanity toward its potential. Alex felt a warmth flow through him as the crystal expanded. It sent streams of light into his mind, showing him solutions to problems he had never imagined. Energy systems that could power entire planets without pollution, medicine that could heal instantly, ships capable of exploring distant stars, and ways to unite humans through knowledge and cooperation. Each vision was clear and understandable, and Alex realized that he could share this knowledge safely and responsibly. "You are ready," the Queen said. "The universe trusts humans to grow and learn. You are the bridge between your people, and the knowledge of civilizations older and wiser than you. You have the heart, mind, and courage to guide them." Alex felt a deep sense of purpose. He understood that his journey was not just about adventure or discovery, it was about responsibility. The lessons of the Queen and her people had shown him what humanity could achieve and the challenges it might face. He knew that he would need wisdom and patience to prepare his world for the future. "Where do I start?" Alex asked, his voice firm with determination. "Begin with understanding and teaching," the Queen replied. "Share what you can, protect what is vital, and guide your people with courage. The future is not fixed. Every choice, every action, shapes what will come. Remember the trials, the knowledge, and the courage you have gained. They will be your guide." Alex nodded, feeling confidence and clarity. He realized that the universe was full of possibilities, and humanity had a role in shaping it. The Zorath and other threats would come, but humans had the creativity, courage, and determination to overcome them. He could help them learn, grow, and thrive. The Queen extended her hand, and a small device floated into Alex's palm. "This will connect you to our knowledge when needed," she explained. "It is a tool, not a weapon. Use it wisely. Your wisdom and judgment will determine the future more than any machine or energy source." Alex held the device carefully, feeling its power and responsibility. He understood that true strength came not from using technology recklessly, but from guiding and protecting his people. He felt ready for the challenges that lay ahead. The Queen led him to a balcony overlooking the planet below. The surface glowed softly under the light of the alien city. Alex could see people moving, unaware of the vast knowledge that had been shared, but he felt hope. Humanity had the potential to rise, to explore, to learn, and to create a better future. "You have completed your journey here," the Queen said. "Now it is time to return. Remember your lessons, act with courage, and inspire others. The universe watches those who seek knowledge with the right heart." Alex looked back at the glowing palace and then at the stars. He felt a surge of determination and hope. He understood that the adventure had changed him forever. He was ready to guide humanity, to share knowledge responsibly, and to prepare his world for the future. "Thank you," Alex said sincerely, "for everything. I will honor this knowledge and do my best to help my people." The Queen smiled, her eyes full of encouragement. "I believe in you, Alex. The journey of humanity is just beginning, and you will play a vital part. Go, and let your courage, wisdom, and heart light the path forward." Alex stepped onto the platform that would return him to his world. As the light surrounded him, he felt energy flowing through him, connecting him to the Queen, her people, and the knowledge he had received. He realized that he was no longer just a human explorer. He was a messenger of hope, a bearer of knowledge, and a symbol of humanity's potential. When he returned to Earth, he saw it with new eyes. The planet was the same, yet different. He could see the possibilities for progress, unity, and exploration. He knew that challenges awaited, but he also knew that humans were capable of greatness. The lessons he had learned would guide him in, helping others understand the potential of courage, wisdom, and heart. Alex took a deep breath and looked at the sky. The stars no longer seemed distant or unreachable. They were full of opportunities, challenges, and discoveries. Humanity could reach them, not just with technology, but with courage, intelligence, and compassion. The journey had begun. Alex had faced trials, learned incredible knowledge, and confronted threats. Now he was ready to lead, guide, and inspire. Humanity was capable of greatness, and he would do everything he could to help them rise to it. The Queen's words echoed in his mind. Courage, knowledge, wisdom, and heart. With these, humans could overcome any obstacle, explore the universe, and create a future full of hope and achievement. Alex smiled, feeling pride and determination. The adventure had changed him, and now he would change the world.